All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Here on the home of the slightly above average ship review, I am your host, KBZ. Today we are on the Atlantic in a domination match in the apex ship of the alternate Japanese tech Tree Destroyer line. And what I think, despite the presence of the Friesland in the game, is the premier gunboat in World of Warships Legends. That's right. We are talking about the Akizuki. Um, as you may or may not have guessed, if you watch the rest of these videos, we are using Takeo Kurita, the gunboat commander. There is the Akizuki in all her permanent Type 2 camouflage glory. And that is a look at the mini-map, and in a minute here we're going to get started. So I say it's the king of the gunboats because I've beat a Friesland one-on-one. You know, Friesland's supposed to be all about that gunboat life, and I get that. And maybe you can make an argument under different circumstances, but they are very similar ships. They both have strong AA, they both have great DPM. But I feel that because the Akizuki does have the ability to defend itself with torpedoes, it is the superior gunboat. As you can see, we got two smoke generators, two engine boosts, and two torpedo reload boosters as we head into Bravo. So if you are an enemy ship and you want to counter the Akizuki, the best way to counter it is keep track of if it's fired torpedoes or not. And once it's fired torpedoes, push in hard to its smokescreen. There are a couple instances in this game, at least one that I can think of, because I just played it, where if the enemy had pushed on me, they probably could have killed me and you wouldn't be watching this match. But since they did not, um, you know, they ended up paying the price. All right, so didn't have an airplane there. I think we were spotted briefly. You do have pretty good AA in the ship. I am using the AA upgrade in mod slot 1. Really, the Achilles heel of this ship is the speed. You have poor speed, you have a poor turning circle, and you have a poor rudder shift time. I would imagine that is done for the sake of balancing, because generally, although Japanese ships aren't fast, they generally have a really great rudder shift, and this destroyer does not. All right, we sent our 4-pack there at the Gneisenau, who is crossing in front there. Don't know if that was a good idea on his part or not, but I mean, I guess we'll see on how these torpedoes work out. So we are spotted not by him, but by that destroyer you can see there on the minimap, but not before we get 3 torpedo strikes. I am conspicuously ignoring that DD and I am lighting up the Gneisenau for kill number 1, first blood. All right, here is the Fletcher. And the Fletcher is going to be the first of a couple of kill pinches against me in this map. I should have had a Kraken after this game, but there's a lot of kill pinching going on. And you know, like I always say, you live by the kill pinch, you die by the kill pinch, and I'm a notorious kill pincher, so it's all part of the game. All right, you can see we're burning down the Fletcher, close to death, shells in the air. Uh, all right, so I was victimized by my own tactics. Should have had kill number 2. But as you can see, just minutes into this game, we've already racked up 66,000 plus damage. All right, Yudachi pops up over there. We're just going to blind fire at him. And we are repositioning our destroyer. We got all 4 gun barrels back on target. We're going to move back into our smoke screen here in a minute and continue lighting up the Yudachi. I don't know if that was strategy or just poor driving, but either way, I'm not complaining. I do get hit there from an enemy salvo. However, we are continuing to light up the Yudachi, But again, and I don't really count that one as a kill pinch. That guy smashed that thing. It was going to die uh, by his hand, not by mine anyway. So over 70,000 now at this point, and now I'm just trying to put some icing on this cake. All right, we got a Nelson over here. I'm going to head that way. And the one good thing about this ship is that even though it's slow, you do get a very lengthy speed reload boost or a speed boost. Sorry. So I'm trying to combine my combine the I don't know what you would call them the names there. Speed boost is I think it's 2 minutes long, so it's a very long speed boost, and that's good for the ship because you need that if you're going to relocate across the battlefield effectively. And although you could use the base commander on the ship and get 3 smokescreens, 3 speed boosts, and 3 torpedo reload boosters. I just don't recommend that because, as you know, Kurita in row one has that skill that reduces the reload of the main guns, and I think that's important for this ship. All right, so we've got a lot of targets over here. We got a Mass, we got a Cleveland that I already launched at. We got that Gneisenau that I'm clearly not going to hit with anything. And here's the scenario where the Cleveland should have pushed up on me. So the Cleveland detects me, and right here, he should have come at me because he saw all the torpedoes in the water. He knew I couldn't have a torpedo ready. And if he had pushed up right now on me, he could have taken me out because I can't compete with him DPM wise in terms of the damage. He's going to damage me a lot more than I'm going to be able to damage him if he had pushed up. Even as this radar going, he knows where I am. He just did not push up, and I don't know why. As you can see behind me on the mini map, there aren't any enemy ships that are especially close. If he had come up on this island on either side, he could have lit me up like a Roman candle. As you can see, my torpedo is still about a half a minute away from reloading, and that reload booster is long gone. So I just don't know why he didn't push up on me here, and I'm very thankful that he didn't. So while he is not doing his job, we are concentrating on the mass. And right here, he sort of pushes up on me, but then he turns away. And again, I just don't understand what his strategy was there. Now he is getting fire from behind me at this point, but I cast my smoke screen, I backed up, and I'm just going to start lighting him up and using this great rate of fire to set him on fire. I'm going to take a brief interlude to launch here at the Gneisenau. Not sure if he realized I'd launched or whatnot. Also, you can see there are torpedoes from the Gneisenau headed my way. I think the Cleveland intercepted one. So right here, we're going to start backing up so we can avoid that. Continue pouring in the fire on the Cleveland. I think it is trying to heal, but that's not going to do you any good, sir. Not with this rate of fire. And teammates are chipping in there with a few hits, but at the end of the day, we have the DPM. Set the Cleveland on fire again. And I think that salvo right there does him in. Now, the Gneisenau flipped a U-turn, so I don't know if he detected my torpedoes or not, but we're going to light him on fire. And we're just going to keep pouring in the HE on him. And I want to say we're going to catch him on fire right here. Yep. So this is what we want. We're just going to keep pouring in the fire on him. He is also being shot from off screen, but we are just going to keep pouring it in, and we are going to finish him off right there for kill number 3. Evaluating the Massachusetts simply too far away for me to go after. Plus, there are a couple ships closer to destroyers. I was imagining that one of those two guys would take him out, although one got too close to the sun there, and the Fletcher got burned up by the secondaries. These torpedoes aren't going to hit us. Um, But the mass is pretty far afield. I'm presuming the destroyer's on Alpha. That leaves the aircraft carrier. So we are just going to head out in this direction of the RDF to try to find the aircraft carrier, and we're going to try to burn him down. And then maybe if there's time left, and I'm just looking at the screen here really quick, Shikaku, Benson, Massachusetts, um, who's the only one who's killed anybody on their team. There's the Shikaku. I'm going to light him up, and then maybe we can go encounter one of the other ships later. As you can see, as soon as we lit him up, my teammates are starting to shoot at him. So I get all four turrets lined up. You do have really good turret traverse in addition to reload time. So the Shikaku is getting bathed in golden showers. The Massachusetts gets his fourth kill. Maybe I should have gone over to Massachusetts. We do unlock the high caliber, and we're continuing to pour the fire on. And I'm like, great, this is going to be kill number 4. And then I can go try to get that Kraken. Um, and kind of adjusting my aim here. Want to keep the shells hitting him. Um, Maybe I could have launched a torpedo or something. I'm feeling really good about this. And then right there, one of our teammates finishes him off. So I felt that clearly there wasn't any kill pinching going on. I could have had at least 5 kills in that match. Either way, I think we can all agree the Akizuki is an absolute monster. Like I said, I still believe it is better than the Friesland, although the Friesland does some stuff better than the Akizuki, like AA defense. And if we ever get submarines, the Friesland will be great at that. But the Akizuki is very strong. If you really wanted to make a case for the Friesland, saying that maybe it wasn't built right when I fought it, maybe you could say 1A and 1B. But I think, again, the torpedoes give the Akizuki a dimension the Friesland doesn't have. Here on the victory screen, high caliber medal, first blood medal, 122,593 total damage, over 300 main battery hits, 3 kills, and 1 solo base cap. 418,580 silver, 4676 ship XP, and commander XP. All right, in a minute here, we're going to switch to the team results. Just want to point out we did shoot down 6 airplanes there. There we are at the top of the board in the Akizuki, 31-17 with those 3 big kills. Massachusetts on the enemy team did have a good game with 4 kills, so let's not take that away from them. All right, modifications. We got the AA Guns Mod 2, the Propulsion Mod 2, the Concealment System Mod 1, and the Main Battery Mod 3. And the Akizuki is fully upgraded. Taking a look at the loadout, 2 charges of the smoke generator, 2 charges of the engine boost, and 2 charges of the torpedo reload booster. Got their rear battle booster for movement speed and considerable reload time. The permanent type 2 camo, again, it does have a standard camo, but I don't know if or when that's ever been available. And the early adopter flag. 20,400 hit points with our build. Get those 4 twin 100 millimeter batteries, 10-kilometer firing range, 2.4 second reload, 10.8 second turn time. HE shells do 1,200 damage with a 5% fire chance. The AP shells do 1,700 damage. So these are great guns. Torpedo launcher, you got that one quad launcher, reloads in 112 seconds. Torpedoes do 20,967 damage, 10-kilometer range at 67 knots, and the detectability is 1,700 meters. AA defense, second only to the Friesland among destroyers at this tier. Your main battery's dual purpose does count as AA. Maneuverability, we talked about it before, just 34 knots with the speed boost flag, 730 meter turning circle, yikes, and a 4.3 second rudder shift time. Was this designed by Russia? That's bad. Concealment, 5 on the surface, 2.9 from the air, 2.1 when firing in smoke. All right, here's our commander, Takeo Kurita. Same build as the ships before it in the line. I'm not going to beat this to death, but you can see here, these are the skills I chose. These are the skills I would run. That is a look at the Akizuki, the penultimate ship in the line. Hope you enjoyed it. You did hit that like button. Those mid 80s subscriber numbers. Maybe by the time this airs, we'll get over into the 90s. Who knows? Hard to say. My elite controller is in the mail, so we'll see if that improves my gameplay. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody.